oh, finally it goes down. Bisu with a third zealot in Movie's main. Looks like Movie's moving a couple zealots up towards Bisu's main to try and take advantage of this situation. He's going to try and attack Bisu's main. Looks like Movie finally has a Dragoon out in his main, and he's probably researching Dragoon range at that Cybernetics core. Movie's counterattack is not going to work. Bisu has a pair of zealots up on his ramp. There's no way Movie's going to be able to get in with the forces that he has arrayed now. Maybe he'll be able to move a Dragoon or two up there, but I don't think it's going to be very effective because Bisu is still churning. And this is really, I feel that Movie isn't playing very well here. I mean, he's losing a lot of probes. He's not even trying to micro them away from those zealots. And Bisu can just send them in there whenever he wants because Movie is not putting pressure. And it looks like Bisu's going for a Citadel of Attune, so we're going to be seeing Dark Templars from Bisu. And this is a very wise tech decision on Bisu's part because he knows how far behind Movie is economically. He knows Movie isn't going to have observers out for quite some time. And if he can sneak a Dark Templar into Movie's main base, that is going to be huge trouble for Movie. It looks like Movie's warping his robotics facility right now. Excuse me, Bisu's Dragoon is going to chase those zealots and Movie south across the map. Movie is going to be forced to retreat in the face of superior zealot fire. It looks like a second gateway and the Templar archives are going down for Bisu as I speak. So we're going to be seeing those Dark Templar very, very soon, and I think that's going to spell big trouble. In fact, it may spell doom for what's his name? The ugly kid, Movie. Movie is, I think, one of the most unattractive pro gamers in the game. It looks like Movie is setting down his expansion at his natural, and it's an iffy move, and it looks like Movie is trying to break into Bisu's main. I don't think this is going to be successful. Bisu still has a pair of zealots and a pair of dragoons, and the Dragoons are going to have a range advantage. It looks like Bisu's going to pull a probe as well to try and block those zealots, and yeah, Movie's not going to get in. Movie has got his observatory down now. Smart decision. He's going to need to get those observers out very quickly to counter the Dark Templar. It looks like Movie's actually getting in with his pair of Dragoons. 2 Dragoons of Movie's against 1 of Bisu's, and it looks like, oh, that is a big mistake on Bisu's part, because he is going to get in. Movie's going to get into Bisu's main, and he's going to see everything. And, oh, Bisu is forced to reveal his Dark Templar. He's forced to reveal his hand. Movie knows what's coming. He's going to have observers out in time now, so this Dark Templar gambit on Bisu's part has failed. Bisu now setting down his expansion at his natural. Movie now warping some gateways and trying to macro up. And that was exactly what Movie needed, because if he was not able to get those Dragoons into Bisu's base, he would have failed to enter the base. And it looks like Bisu is moving in position. He's moving the Dark Templar. Sorry about that. I was just interrupted someone in my room. Bisu, yeah, these Dark Templar are not going to be successful for Bisu. Bisu's going to have to back off. He's going to have blown the resources in those Dark Templar, and that's unfortunate. But Bisu is still in a strong position in this game. He's going to set a cannon or 2 down at his natural expansion. He knows he's going to have to hold that natural. And really, the swing of events is exactly what Movie needed, because if Movie had not been able to get that pair of Dragoons into Bisu's main base, he would not have been able to hold that expansion. Bisu would have just sent those Dark Templar down, and it would have been disastrous for Movie. So it's really good that Movie was able to do that. It really put him back in this game. But Bisu still has these Dark Templar out marauding. He still has Dragoons. Looks like Movie's warping in his Templar archives now, but Bisu already has High Templar out, as well as Dark Templar and Dragoons. It looks like Movie's sending an observer north to scout Bisu's main base. Let's see. Both players at 2 bases now. Nothing specific happening. It looks like the observer's pointing out those mineral patches behind the base. I don't think any players made an attempt to mine those out. But it looks like Bisu actually... Oh, and I see what Bisu's trying to do. Bisu's going to try and mine this mineral patch of Movie's out, and he's going to try and sneak a Dark Templar in through that way. And if Bisu is successful in being able to do that, it looks like he's trying to use the probe to sneak the Dark Templar through. I'm not sure if you can do that, but it looks like Bisu's going to try. And no, Bisu has not been successful. Looks like he's making another attempt. I'm not sure if you can do it. I've never seen a player do that with a worker unit before. We'll have to see what happens. Looks like Bisu's still setting photon cannons down at his expansion. He knows he's going to have to hold that expansion. He knows he doesn't have the ground forces to hold off a push from Movie should it come. And Bisu's still been unsuccessful with this gambit to get that Dark Templar in through the back of Movie's base. And that's really unfortunate. Oh, and it looks like Bisu's gotten the Dark Templar through. This could be disastrous for Movie. Movie has no idea this Dark Templar is coming. He has no observers in the back. He's going to start losing probes. It looks like Movie is moving an observer down into his base. He has seen that, but Movie's going to lose at least 4 or 5 probes to this Dark Templar. Brilliant move on Bisu's part. Bisu's going to lose the Dark Templar, but not before effectively harassing Movie's probe line. And that is going to be another significant blow to Movie. And the game was starting to equalize, actually, until Bisu was able to do that. And that is going to set Movie down even farther, and that's really the last thing Movie needs right now. Looks like Movie's going to try and counter with a Storm drop, I think. Bisu already... No, a Dark Templar drop. He's trying to Dark Templar counter drop Bisu, but Bisu pulled his probes out in time. He knew this was coming. Bisu already with a cannon in the back of his base, and he's able to take that Dark Templar out no problem without losing any probes. And that was an ineffective harass from Movie. It looks like Movie's setting photon cannons down at his base. He knows it's coming again. It looks like Movie is doing something. Yeah, here's the Storm drop. And oh, Bisu is going to lose a ton of probes. Oh man, that is going to be big trouble for Bisu. Bisu was able to fight off the Dark Templar, but he was not able to stop the Storm drop. And Bisu just lost a ton of his probes. The economic advantage he would have gained because of that successful Dark Templar harass at the back of Movie's base was unsuccessful. Well, it was successful, but it hasn't really evened things up because Movie has managed to even up the economic situation. And now I feel Movie should make a push north up the map to attack one of Bisu's bases. Either that or try to expand again himself. And we'll probably be seeing that from him very soon. It looks like Movie's warping in more gateways to get his macro up. And it looks like Movie is going to try and set up a third expansion at that sort of 7 o'clock, or excuse me, that sort of 8 o'clock position. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to capitalize on the advantage he gained with that very successful Storm drop of his. And really, that was, I mean, Bisu just didn't pull his probes in time, and that's very unfortunate, but that's PvP for you. I mean, we see stuff like that all